for India versus Hong Kong, the second match in India's group. Remember, Afghanistan are the first team to have managed to reach the next round of the Super Fours. If India win today, they join Afghanistan in that. And remember, Pakistan versus Hong Kong then becomes a virtual knockout for whoever wants to do it. So, what do you say, Shane? Today, Virat Kohli, Rohit, and Rahul. Will anybody get 100? Will even Hong Kong get to 100? No disrespect to them.
See, I've already predicted that KL Rahul is getting a big score today for obvious reasons, and I'm sticking by that.
Minnow.
Flat track bully.
But let us not discount Hong Kong.
By the way, this may not be a flat track.
So the opposition certainly are.
Exactly, and see, runs are runs, irrespective of the team. I understand that this is a Hong Kong team. You said minnows. Of course, they are minnows, but runs are runs, and maybe this is the kind of opposition that all three need. At the end of the day, if they get runs under their belt,
I think we'd all just be happy.
Everybody, and for them also, to get that confidence of scoring a few runs when they get into that more important matches, as in Pakistan on hopefully, most likely on 4th, that would be Sunday. So they will get into that match with some confidence.
Yes. Remember, no disrespect to Hong Kong. Remember, they have come here on the back of winning the Asia Cup qualifiers. They won against Singapore,
Kuwait, Singapore, and UAE.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that was one big thing. Because remember, in Hong Kong, if I may add,
I think Rishabh Pant is playing today.
Yes. Yeah. Looking at the warm-ups that he's doing, and who does he replace?
DK? No, I don't see any other move making sense. You want 6 bowling options, so I don't think any of the all-rounders are going out.
Maybe give Hardik a rest.
I don't see any of the all-rounders going out. It will be a big surprise.
Will they make changes? Look, wholesale changes.
See, the thing is that if you want to make changes, no better game than today. No disrespect to Hong Kong.
Yeah,
but no better game than today. I don't think either of the top 3 should be sitting out though, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think that's not happening. Sunil Gavaskar indeed mentioned that
Hardik, by the way.
Yeah, he is warming up and doing well, so maybe he is there.
No, I'm saying you're playing against Hong Kong. Is there a possibility that Rishabh Pant comes in for Avesh Khan?
Avesh Khan. No.
Sure?
Kind of, yes.
Chalo. What we've seen on our television screens is that Rishabh Pant is warming up. So most likely
no DK.
No, so it could be two things.
Keepers also.
Either Rishabh Pant replaces Dinesh Karthik or Rishabh Pant replaces Avesh Khan, a 6th bowling option, or whatever we are looking at as of now may not happen at all.
India go with the same 11.
Same 11. Maybe with Hong Kong's array of left-handers, maybe get either of Ashwin or Bishnoi in to replace Avesh. Maybe.
You're saying they'll still... So, okay. I'm saying for KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, we are saying that this is a weaker opposition. So, they should get some match practice and get some runs under their belt. So, why not Avesh Khan? Why not continue with Avesh Khan, who would also want to bowl against a weaker opposition and get some wickets under his belt?
Yep.
To be fair, he did get 1 wicket against Pakistan. I was in a
So, why do you have different yardsticks for batsmen and bowlers?
The kind of role that they do, maybe that is the reason. The kind of role that's there, so...
Sorry.
Yeah. So, basically for the kind of role that they are going to do. Because look, Avesh got overs, only 2, albeit. Because see, Hardik and Jadeja bowled out. So, only among those 2 we are wondering who will bowl only 2 overs, but both bowled out. So, Avesh had to take only 2 overs because Bhuvesh and...
Can Rishabh Pant open in place of KL Rahul?
Why you want to rob KL Rahul of the chance to score a 100?
No, I am just saying.
See, he can, but he will not.
Possibly, what you have to see, because he was warming up with his gloves. So at least one thing is for sure. See, if you have to compare Rishabh Pant and Dinesh Karthik, I think all 3 of us would agree that our first choice wicket keeper
yes
has to be Rishabh Pant, because he's a better wicket keeper than Dinesh Karthik. When it comes to batting, if you look at both the aspects of the game, batting and wicket keeping, and especially the role that the Indian team management is looking at
In T20 eyes.
in T20 eyes, it could be Dinesh
slightly.
Karthik.
Slight edge, very slight edge.
Very slight. Going by what we've seen against Pakistan, we are giving him the edge. You never know how and when things might just change.
True, absolutely.
So look, Hong Kong were in the 2018 Asia Cup. Credit to Hong Kong, they gave India an almighty scare in that ODI. Remember, first time they are playing a T20 against each other. 2 matches they have played, but it was in ODI format. And 2018, Hong Kong put on a partnership of 170 for the opening wicket in the chase of 270 plus. They almost got it, but inexperience and that collapse saw them bow out of the tournament. But Hong Kong, by the way, in the 2014 World T20, they did beat Bangladesh at home. So it's not that they cannot cause an upset, they can cause an upset. Remember, they have beaten UAE. And who are the teams who made it in the T20 World Cup qualifiers to go to Australia? UAE gave a really, really tough fight. So it's not as if, and this team is a bunch of semi-professionals.
Yeah.
They are not totally professional when it comes to cricket. So toss time, it's India versus Hong Kong.
I think India,
if they win, will they bat?
at least
today,
Rohit
at
doesn't
least
have a sheet.
So that for all you know,
that means an unchanged 11.
Quite possible.
Or maybe just, Hong Kong have won the toss.
And I think they'll bowl first.
They'll bowl.
I think they might just
No, I could
Bat.
read he said bowl.
bowl
Yeah.
Oh
for
boy.
India.
So I think he said that. I mean, we'll know soon enough.
Yes.
But it wouldn't surprise me if they choose to bowl.
Yep. Hong Kong.
They would want to chase.
Yes.
Yeah, because if they know for a fact
Choose
that they're
to
batting
bowl.
first.
All right.
There we go.
Yep.
So Hong Kong, they won the toss and they've elected to bowl first against India. So as it is, we people were hoping that
India bats first.
India
Correct.
does get to bat first, and that is exactly what has happened. So that's the big news, at least from Dubai, where India will face Hong Kong in little less than half an hour, and India will bat first. Now the interesting
Bit is to
part.
see what is the team changes.
Yeah, either there is only one change which Rohit can miss, that's why he's not bothered a team sheet, or there are no changes. That's what we are assuming it is. So Akash Bharadwaj is going on like an airport announcement or a railway announcement.
Okay, so we have the team.
Oh.
Yeah, so the team is Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Dinesh Karthik, Yuzi Chahal, Ravindra Jadeja, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Avesh Khan, and Arshdeep Singh.
So
No
basically,
Hardik.
Hardik out for Rishabh.
Yes.
That's the change they've made.
Pant replaces
Bhai,
Hardik.
please.
Yep.
Let's change the headline.
Yeah, please. Oh boy, Hardik out.
I think Hardik.
I think he needed. You need to preserve your X
rest.
factor. Yeah.
Exactly.
Rishabh Pant in for Hardik Pandya.
Yep. So that's the thing, folks. Yes, Rohit Roy. I think they rested. They listened to you. Next Sunday, big match.
Rishabh Pant in, Hardik out.
And this is for this Sunday, rather not even next Sunday.
Yes.
bas.
Yes. So Rishabh Pant is in and Hardik Pandya is out. So who'll keep, DK or Pant?
Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh Pant is keeping.
He's the
Absolutely.
designated keeper. Is that written or?
Yep. Oh boy. So DK plays purely as a batter. Wow.
But that's not an option for the long term. It's not.
Yep,
in
it
the
isn't.
long term for the World Cup, you're only playing one of them. Right now, I think they're just giving Rishabh
Yeah.
some game time.
You're not going to bench Hardik Pandya and play both DK and Pant in
Not a
one of the
chance.
games in
Not
the
a-
World
not a
T20.
chance.
Sorry, that's not happening, folks. Yep. So Rishabh Pant in for Hardik Pandya, and you can say Anurag Hong Kong bowl. Yep. So
No, first Rishabh Pant in for Hardik Pandya.
yes. So surprised? Not entirely, but yeah.
Not entirely.
I'm
Again,
sure-
I understand the logic. I
Yeah.
get the logic. You want to rest Hardik. You know for a fact he's such a key player.
Yep.
And as I said, any game you want to be making any kind of change. No game better than this. Because for the rest of the games, you want to be playing your full strength squads. Your team 11 rather.
Yes, Shivraj Singh, you
Quite a
did
few
tell-
people in the comments actually called it out. I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
Very good. Yes. Pant in for Hardik. Hardik needed rest. Rohit Roy, as I said, the selectors must have listened to you. The team management might have listened to you all. So yes, Hardik Pandya is rested. So can we have a look at the playing 11s for both? And we are going to see it shortly. And okay, I'll just give a brief about the current Hong Kong bunch of players. It's very, very interesting. I mean, I had just dug up this list and I will just tell you what is the thing. The members of the squad, Babar Hayat, Ehsan Khan and Yasim Murtaza, do you know that they had all become fathers but they've only seen their kids through Zoom? Why? Because Hong Kong have been traveling so much. This was their schedule before the before this Asia Cup. Namibia and Uganda and Jersey, they had gone for ICC qualifying events. South Africa and England for preparatory tours. Zimbabwe for the T20 World Cup qualifiers, which they couldn't make it. Oman for the Asia Cup qualifier. So this is how their entire schedule was. And who's the coach of the Hong Kong side? A former Aussie, but who made Ireland one of the best, Trent Johnston. He's the coach of the Hong Kong team. And there is your 11 folks when it comes to India. Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul,
No shock.
Virat Kohli, Surya, hopefully back in his number 4 position.
Now it should you never know. You never know.
You never know.
What if they decide to send Pant up the order just
Because
like
they have an off spinner. No?
Yes, they
Ehsan
have.
Khan.
Ehsan Khan. Yep. Dinesh Karthik, Rishabh Pant, Ravindra Jadeja, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Avesh Khan, Yajuvendra Chahal and Arshdeep Singh.
Exactly. So just one change in this 11. As we said, Rishabh Pant comes in for Hardik Pandya, who has been rested. You know, it's pretty hot there in Dubai. Temperatures soaring in the vicinity of 43, 44, 41. And we saw what happened to a couple of Pakistan players also. That young boy, Naseem Shah, 19.
Even Haris Rauf.
He had
Rizwan too, we understand.
he had massive cramps while bowling, and Hardik Pandya bowled 4 full overs, batted right till the end. So quite possible that he must have been given some rest, because I don't think there's any other reason, because he was warming up.
Yes.
You know, he was warming up in the sidelines during just before the toss time. So Hardik Pandya hopefully is fine, and he has been rested for a game like this one against Hong Kong. So Rishabh Pant and Dinesh Karthik both are in the 11, and that's your 11.
Yep. Vipul Anand is saying, do you feel if KL Rahul should be dropped in, Deepak Huda should be brought back in the squad? He brings depth.
No, you're not making that big a change.
I
No?
mean, yet again, Deepak Huda. Why Deepak Huda? Why do you want to further complicate the batting order?
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember, Pant or Jadeja could get a promotion even today because of the array of left-arm spinners and off-spinners that is there in the Hong Kong team.
Correct.
And remember, against left-arm spin and against leg spin, when you combine the average or the strike rate for the Indian cricket team, they have been scoring at a rate of 5.3 in T20As in the last couple of seasons. So leg spin and left-arm spin seem to bog down the Indian batting a lot more. So perhaps TRT, let us not be so sure about that. We already know the man of the
To
match
be
of
fair,
this
I've been
game.
saying it for ages, so it's okay.
But today India are batting first.
That's exactly why there's an even better chance. Yeah, and good point made by both Vikram Talreja and Varun Parvatnani,
Yep, only
where
5
they're saying
bowlers.
that there's no option or a luxury of a 6th bowler, and no Varun, I doubt either Sky or Rohit are going to bowl.
No, they are not
They haven't
gonna
bowled in forever, so I highly doubt that.
Sorry, 6th what?
No
There is
sixth
no
bowler.
6th bowling option today.
Today's 5 straight.
Yeah.
Arshdeep, Bhuvi,
Avesh.
Chahal, Avesh and
Ravi
Jadeja.
Jadeja.
That's it. All of them are bowling the quota of 4 overs today. Yes.
Yeah. Shashwat.
Yes, sir.
Are
It's not you, no?
Are you making a few comments here on YouTube?
No.
Just lost a fan.
Apparently, yeah.
Yep.
Apparently. Yeah, I don't think though, Shashwat, I don't think that I've been trolling. I don't know how people arrive at a conclusion like this, that I am a Virat Kohli or any of us.
Virat
One
hater.
player, one player or the other.
Yeah.
That's not the idea.
Shashwat, brutal fact. Not a single team so far has crossed 160 or 150 in the tournament so far. If you have to look at it, 147, 148 was the target that needed against Pakistan. What were the other matches? Sri Lanka all out for 106.
Yesterday, Afghanistan needed 127.
147.
128.
127. So Rahul said one thing, that it would be a low scoring thing, and it's been proven true so far. all matches so far you've not seen 160 plus totals.
And especially lately, if you see India-Pakistan matches,
Yeah.
they are generally
Not exactly high
matches.
scoring encounter.
Exactly.
Yep. Go back to 2016. That was a low scoring encounter.
2019
Even
too.
before that, 2019.
No, only T20s I'm saying.
Even
Ah, sure.
2011, I'm saying any format. 2011 also, if you see, I think India scored
260.
260.
Yep.
Around that much.
And
So again, that's hardly a
yeah,
high
they lost
score.
by 29 runs. Pakistan just managed 230. Yeah.
And 2011, we are talking
Even
about
2012 World T20 was low scoring.
2007, if you go back to 2007, both the matches were low scoring matches.
In fact,
157,
in
152.
fact, the first match was literally even Stevens.
141.
And even you can go further back. I think the 2003 World Cup match.
No, that they made
they made
270.
270.
No, I'm saying that except if you leave that match out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the designated keeper is DK. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Pant is the outfielder.
No,
No,
now
Pant
it's
is
changed.
Pant. Yeah,
It's
it's
changed.
refreshed.
No, it had to be
No,
Rishabh
they
Pant.
changed it. Look at that. They're trolling me.
It had to be Rishabh Pant. Anyways, go back.
So Nizakat Khan, their captain, and remember he was the one in 2018 who had hit a 90 against India. So he does have a good. McKechnie, who's their keeper, he's a part-time businessman. So he's come out primarily because he had internet availability. That is why he said, okay, I'll play this so far as my business is not impacted. That is how, and most of the guys, they work as delivery agents, food delivery agents. That is the background. And Trent Johnston, what has been his main thing? He said, I want to make them assured that they can go out and play. Winning and all that, he said, okay, it's a step-by-step thing. He's kept his expectations pretty low. But then he says, you have to compete.
Trent Johnston also has to keep his place, no?
Yes.
Anyways, TRT I think already knows who is going to be the man of the match. Pradeep Sharon is saying UV's fastest 50, the record that he has in T20 International is in danger now. And Vikram Talreja says India should have won the match before the 18th over, especially when Pakistan without their strike bowlers. What would have happened? I think
Simple, you would have lost.
and you never know, at that time if they would have taken that risk. I understand what you are saying, considering that Pakistan managed 147, you would fancy your chances. You would expect an Indian team batting lineup like the one they have right now: Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Dinesh Karthik, Hardik Pandya. You would expect them to, or even Ravindra Jadeja, you would expect them to finish and win that game easily. But then at the end of the day, there's no point taking chances.
Yes.
At the end of the day, what matters is that victory. 2 points from that win. 2 points. What?
Yeah,
getting?
yeah, 2 points.
2
Yeah.
points.
So that's what matters. And I think before the 2019 World Cup, the Indian top order was firing on all cylinders. The middle order would rarely get opportunities to bat. And one fine day they got an opportunity, and it was a big match.
Yep.
Against New Zealand, although there was a hint that this would happen against England. When they started off slowly, Rohit, yet again, Virat also did well, but then towards the end, the asking rate was just too much and they just crumbled. So they had that inkling against England. They did well against Australia, but the platform was laid by the top three.
Which is always the case in 2019 and prior to that.
But that semi-final 24 for 4 or 92 for 6.
That showed, no, that you desperately needed that at least one player in.
The argument that top 3 goes cheaply, the whole match is done, was applicable in 2017. Remember the final Pakistan Oval? Dhawan out, Kohli out, Rohit out. Within the space of 6 overs, gone. You didn't recover at all from that. You lost by 180 runs. So, unfortunately, that is the situation. And whether we are close to ensuring that there is no repeat of that remains to be seen. But now, 4, 5, 6 is now assured. 1, 2, 3, we are not so sure.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
message check karo ek baar.
What 1, 2, 3 used to be the strength, now they are the places where we in fact have,
It is now
doubt.
that opportunity
Exactly.
threat kind of a section now. So that is the problem. Thank you, Rajat.
Harshit, to answer your question, I don't think they have any left arm pacers.
No, I mean they have left arm orthodox.
Yeah, but I don't
bowlers.
think that would be that much of a problem.
No. We'll have to just check. So if you're going to play, Aditya Kavlekar is saying, if you're going to play DK ahead of Pant, you need to give DK keeping practice. You can't expect him to be a good keeper if he doesn't get match practice with regard to keeping.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if the entire problem is that he's scratchy behind the stumps, not making him keep won't exactly help his cause.
Won't help his cause.
I don't understand. Or maybe they're just keeping both keepers on their toes to ensure that the levels don't drop. They haven't decided yet.
They haven't. That is why I'm not a big fan of playing both DK and Pant. You play them for the role that they do. But again, because DK is a better finisher and Pant has not helped his T20I cause, that is the reason this conundrum is happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, there is no. It doesn't merit playing both DK and Pant in the same team because one aspect of theirs will suffer, either batting or keeping.
Correct.
That's the situation. Will Varun Parvataneni saying, will Pakistan game see the same team as first game or Pant makes the team somehow? Maybe DK performance will decide that. What if DK does not get chance and RP smacks 50?
Well, that's the interesting conundrum then. What do you do?
I was always going for Pant. First choice, Rishabh Pant.
I was always saying currently based on everything DK would be a better fit, but they clearly don't want to rule Pant out, so I understand why they're doing what they're doing. And as I said, Hong Kong is the one game where you can realistically kind of play around with your 11 a little bit. Beyond that, I don't think you're doing it. Not a chance.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Can we go down?
Can we go down?
Big Boy says today we'll see the template. Hopefully.
What is the template?
Template. But they've talked about it enough.
Yeah.
Going hard, ensuring that you score runs quickly. You don't be defensive. Don't hold fort. There's no anchoring.
Yeah.
That is the template. Essentially, think the England template. They've just worded it differently.
No, I mean it's like this Andaz Apna Apna scene. Teja Bhai and Crime Master Gogo. Teja मैं हूँ, Mark किधर है? Teja मैं हूँ. ये Teja क्या है? Teja क्या है? This is ये template क्या है? What is the template?
I literally just explained it.
So there is no template. Just score runs and win and take wickets. Win. That is the normal modern template that it should be. I just don't understand. I don't. ये template क्या है? I just don't understand that.
Rishabh Pant's stats. Naman Jain is sharing his numbers.
Yep.
Rajesh Kumar Patra is saying if you don't give chance to Ashwin now, I don't think Ashwin will be going to the T20 World Cup, and Shami should be considered at least instead of Avesh Khan.
Shami, I don't think is in the picture.
I think
Sadly.
Ashwin is still not out.
No, of
to be
course
very
not.
honest,
Of course not.
Ashwin is still not out because you'll have to see what happens when you come across teams that have left-handers in the top order.
Yeah.
Because you have and as far as Shami is concerned, I think now it is a bit too late, and you have the likes of Deepak Chair who's there in the reserves, so which means that he is probably ahead. Although Shami is such a senior bowler, you wouldn't keep him in the reserves, or you won't take him in the 15-member squad and then won't play him. So that doesn't look so nice. So either he is totally out of the reckoning for the T20 World Cup, or I don't see any other reason.
I don't see him.
I think at this point they've made it clear.
See, this was the best game for Ashwin to come because Hong Kong have left-handers in the top order, but he's not playing this game. So that means either he's only outside chance of making it to Australia as one of the reserves.
Do you guys think that India will go bang bang? At least the openers, or
I think maybe Rohit will. KL I think will not.
At least to start with, no?
Yeah.
Because and rightly so, maybe because
he needs time in the middle.
Because maybe actually he would rather take some time before he also explodes with his batting. Anyway, so lots of questions to take. I think Huda should have played as a sixth bowler as DK is ahead of Pant. Thoughts, Akash Bhardwaj? Anybody?
Not the worst shout in the world, but again, I don't think they see him as a bowler in the T20I format. Otherwise, they would have bowled him in some matches by now. They bowled him extensively in ODIs, which tells a tale.
Yeah, I mean, where will Deepak Huda bat if he comes in? Number 7?
To be fair,
or number 8?
To be fair, he has batted at 6-7. So,
but here your 6-7 is assured, na? Jadeja, Pant or /DK.
No, I'm just saying if for this particular match, they could have still battered him. This thing.
And you know, if I thought maybe if they really had so much faith and trust in his bowling abilities, you know, maybe you could have had Deepak Hooda in that 7th position ahead of maybe a Dinesh Karthik or somebody else, but
They clearly don't.
yeah. So if someday you have to play Ashwin, maybe against a tougher opposition, maybe then you might be in two minds that whether to play Ashwin or to play Deepak Hooda, because both can spin the ball.
Yes.
Both are off spinners rather. Okay, and then Deepak Hooda gives us an added advantage that he's a better batsman.
Yes.
But then Ashwin is a better bowler, better off spinner.
Yeah.
So I think the team that we saw against Pakistan is your first choice team, except for Jasprit Bumrah comes in for Avesh Khan.
Yes.
It looks like as of now,
Yeah.
if there are a few injuries and there are a few more matches to be played, things might change before the T20 World Cup. Even the 15-member squad that I said, I might not be right, but I think the 15, and by the way, we all are forgetting one name that we haven't mentioned at all, that is Ravi Bishnoi. Where is he? Does he also fit in that scheme of things or not? And then the T20 World Cup squad, maybe I think Jasprit Bumrah comes in for Avesh Khan and Deepak Chahar possibly. Deepak Chahar comes in for
Harshal.
Ravi Bishnoi.
Ravi Bishnoi.
Harshal, I don't think is making it.
No, then I think Ravi Bishnoi will be replaced by Ashwin if they really want.
No, Ashwin is already there in the squad. No,
but I don't think if a T20I World Cup.
No, I'm saying you have 50. You have this 15-member squad. I think the squad for the T20 World Cup would be that Bumrah comes in for Avesh Khan, Deepak Chahar comes in for Ravi Bishnoi.
Yeah.
So and no other changes. That is what I see. I might be wrong also. There could be maybe they are yet to decide or take a final call on Deepak Chahar. Can't say if we will see Deepak Chahar during this tournament because he is in the reserves.
He's out of
Some
the
player
50.
has to be declared unfit.
Yep.
So
Because now I think you may not want to do too much of experimentation from September 4th onwards, because you want to play Pakistan. One game is against Afghanistan, and who knows, either of
Sri Lanka
or Bangladesh.
Yeah.
So you
So
may
now
not
you're
want
playing the quote-unquote bigger sides.
bigger
Can't
sides.
possibly be experimenting.
Yep.
Surya is better suited at number 3. That is Manish Tulsian is saying. Manish, but then
Where Virat Kohli.
Virat
where
Kohli
will
at 4.
your number 3, perhaps the most successful number 3 batter will go? Maybe I think after the T20 World Cup, Manish, you can come back to this statement, and maybe that holds true for what happens after the T20 World Cup. Surya Kumar Yadav at number 3, and that also depends on how Virat performs in the next couple of months, what the selectors feel for Virat Kohli and what Virat feels for his overall cricket, test cricket, white ball cricket combined. Does he want to give up one
T20.
format, the T20 World Cup? Because T20 World Cup will, for the time being, at least for the next 1 year or couple of years, will take a back seat, because next year you have the
ODI World Cup, and 2024 only you have your World T20.
Mridul Krishna is saying, what if Pant performs and plays a blinder of an innings and KL falls, then who will make way for Hardik?
Pant.
Yes.
You're not playing Pant as an opener. Let that idea go for now. Not saying it can't happen in the future, but not now.
Will Rohit spring a surprise and say, let's open today with Pant? Will he? Won't he? Should he? Nah, I don't think so.
Rahul has to get that new ball feel.
Yeah. Well, looking at the batting order that is there, we're looking at the team 11, perhaps they are not going to make too many changes.
Exactly. And neither should they.
Can you switch in between? Up to it is too late, maybe. The 11. Anyways.
Mohammad Sarmad is like asking us, India versus Pak final. Yeah, we can.
It is. Beach mein you could have. Anyways.
Nizakat, Murtaza, Hayat. Okay. Ghaznafar, Mohammad Ghaznafar is a leg spinner. Shukla is a pacer.
Ehsan is the highest wicket taker in the qualifiers.
Yeah, he picked 9 wickets in that
9 wickets,
in 3 games. So I
Left armor.
Yeah.
One of the left armers.
Left armor.
So if they want to trouble Kohli with the left armor, it's this guy. Ehsan. Yep, a teen. If you want.
Isn't he an off spinner?
Isn't he a left arm? Ehsan Hayat.
He's an off spinner, you said?
Yeah, it was
Off
written
spinner.
off spinner.
Okay,
right?
off spinner.
But to be fair, Kohli gets troubled with off spinner.
Off spin also. The Ghaznafer is a leg spinner, so that also troubles Virat Kohli nowadays. Yeah, Mohammad Ghaznafer.
Rohit, Rahul, and Virat are world class players.
Yep.
But India needs a left-hander in top 3. Pant should open
Murtaza.
Rahul at 3.
And Virat will
Bahar
take,
Ali is saying.
and Virat will, Kohli will take what, early retirement.
Murtaza is a left armer.
Can we take a few more questions, Anurag?
Okay, Pradeep Srivalsan saying, Hypo, what if Hong Kong beat Pakistan, Afghanistan beat India in the finals? Great for cricket.
Great for Asian cricket in particular.
Great for Asian cricket. Because look, if Hong Kong loses in the Pakistan-Hong Kong game in Sharjah is a virtual knockout. Afghanistan, they have all touted that Afghanistan could be the team that might upset a lot of other sides.
But I'll say one thing about
they've already
Afghanistan.
caused
Yeah, to
two
be
of
fair, they've caused 2 of them. And I will say one thing about Afghanistan, their dominance is pretty conditional.
Yes.
Because I think their batting isn't that strong. Like the top 2 are explosive but young. The middle order is a little shaky, and Nabi, who I actually think is probably one of their better batsmen, for some reason comes in at 6.
Yep.
Don't ask me the logic there. He comes in at 6, and I think he should be coming in at 3-4 because he's one of the better batsmen. And again, their pace, again, Fazalak Farooqi has done well recently, but he is also young, inconsistent. A lot depends on their spinners.
Yes.
So I'm not.
The troika of spinners, Nabi, Mujibur Rahman, and
I would
Rashid.
argue more the duo. Nabi is more of a holder. But Mujib, Rashid are lethal.
Yeah. But Rashid there now, the template is set for now. They just play them out.
But then you have Mujib then.
Mujib.
You'll take on Mujib. Mujib will get wickets.
Yes.
So it's not that
You'll
easy.
have to. I think it will be interesting to see how the Indians play Mujib
Exactly.
right at the start. Against KL
Because
Rahul
he's a power play
and
bowler
Rohit
also.
Sharma.
Yes.
To be fair,
No, I wanted to take that one question. Anyway, sorry, you carry on.
let's
please.
roll.
No, it's okay. Chalo, bhai, score prediction karo. Ricky Patel is saying we'll come to that. Varun Parvat Nani for World Cup, they can still take 15 plus 4 plus 5 backups. Backups might sneak in. Yeah, to be very honest, Varun, in fact, you people also can chip in. I couldn't figure out the squads for this Asia Cup. India announced a 15-member squad.
But
Put 3 reserves.
3 reserves. I think Bangladesh announced a bigger squad.
Yeah, because they were given an extension also because there's so many injuries to the side.
Exactly. So by the way, I'm not talking about the reserves. I'm talking about the squad. The official squad of Bangladesh was that much.
Yes.
Pakistan, I think 15.
Yeah,
14. Sorry.
15.
Okay. Or 17.
India were the only team to announce like this. 15 players, 3 reserves. That was the way how it was.
Not this one. There was one question. Anyways, I think that was from.
If you remember what the question was, you can.
I have a bad memory. No, I think somebody was saying that why are we criticizing Rohit, Virat and KL Rahul if they score runs against these opposition? I agree. We are not criticizing. Runs are runs. Runs are runs.
Okay, but what if Virat scores a 45 or 44 balls today?
That won't happen.
Because KL is going to score 150.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying not necessarily.
See, let us not underestimate this Hong Kong team. I mean, okay.
Aditya Monte is back.
Brilliant.
Cheeky boy.
Aditya. Okay.
What?
Oh, naughty boy.
Exactly.
Yes. And still will not be injured. Wow.
I like his cheekiness.
Who?
KLR.
He said KL will be an all-round show today, do everything.
Yep.
Will not be injured.
He'll not get injured today. Essentially.
Wow. I think we have been too harsh on him. Strictly, I guess.
No. I think we're harsh on him because we know he has the talent to deliver in big games and he hasn't.
See, when was the last big game that he delivered? Sri Lanka, KL Rahul.
Sri Lanka delivered today, yaar. It's an Asia Cup match, whatever it is. Today India will win, and
of course.
Suddenly I'm thinking that I hope KL
does in fact fire.
No,
Okay, so luckily it's KL and Rohit only opening.
I am saying KL Rahul. You never know. Maybe he is under more pressure today than he was against Pakistan.
Possible.
Yeah.
Because,
And what if?
Because everybody is saying this is KL Rahul's bread and butter.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's what you've been too critical of him.
But like we've hyped it up, and then first ball
Goes out for a duck yet again.
Yeah, actually, KL Rahul is a very good batsman.
Exactly, very talented.
Yeah, average of close to 50, man. The only one to match Virat when it comes to numbers.
Let's when it
I
comes.
think Aditya Mohanty, your comment, I think majority of the people they've
Also
already,
find it funny,
They've
yeah.
already read, and
Yep.
that is the reason why.
Yeah, so Rohit and KL coming out to open. So let's see. Luckily, no left arm pacer in the Hong Kong team. That's also there.
Ankit is saying 17 ball 100. I'm telling you, KL Rahul would be feeling that pressure.
Yeah, it's a good thing he doesn't probably read our comment section.
No, because everybody actually is expecting
Yeah.
KL
This is it.
Rahul.
This is the game.
KL Rahul
This is
will
the
score
game.
100.
And Pradeep is saying, don't jinx KL. He's my fantasy captain today.
Wow.
I see everyone is
I
expecting.
think today, if there is a poll to be done,
Oh yeah, we know who's winning that poll.
who will be the captain in everybody?
See, the only guy, though, apart
But
from
Virat, people blindly captain Virat also in fantasy.
No, I mean, let me tell you one thing. The only other guy apart from Rohit to score multiple centuries in all formats is KL.
Yes.
And then against
And
who?
he, I mean,
He scored against
he's West Indies in England.
He scored against
T20Is.
He scored against England. He scored against West Indies.
Yeah.
West Indies, so unfortunately, we lost that match.
Yeah.
England too.
He scored
At
at
home.
It was same, no, away.
No,
not
at
England.
home also against England he scored, no?
No, he scored only 200s, no?
Did he score a ton against Namibia also?
No, it was a 50.
Acha, okay.
He was 50. He scored only 2 tons.
Acha, West Indies and
KL.
England.
You know, I think he scored something here in India also against England.
Maybe.
Possible, that could be an ODI, who knows? We do play a lot of cricket.
So, I mean, Virat in his peak never had a century in T20Is. Even in his peak, when he's not in form, at that time we are expecting 100 from him. So,
Don't jinx KL, okay.
That's right. I think
Yeah,
he's his
Pradeep
fantasy
Srivastava.
captain. He's Pradeep's fantasy captain. But that's what I'm saying. No, don't underestimate how many people will make
well,
Virat their captain.
KL has not been great against Zimbabwe. Okay, but he did score his first 100 against Zimbabwe.
In Zimbabwe.
In
foreign
Zimbabwe.
conditions.
Yes.
Foreign conditions.
Yep. Oh, that was a good
By
ball.
the way,
he's at least faced one ball.
No, he's not faced one ball. No, he has of course faced that one ball.
Yeah.
But I can't remember when was the last time I saw Rohit Sharma starting at the non-strikers end.
Actually. Yeah, actually, even the last game it was Rohit
Rohit
started
who
with a
started,
single,
yeah.
and that's how KL got out.
Yep.
Correct. So I think the expectation really is there even from team management.
Yes.
KL,
Harun.
now's your time to shine.
Yep. So prediction, guys. Score. Only score. We know the result, but score.
We know result. Today's one day you can confidently say jeetega
But
to.
still, let's not take Hong Kong very, very lightly. I mean, they are the Asian Cup qualifying champions. So let's give them their due. 155. Because again, slow wicket, man. 155 for 2.
181 India win.
181.
180 odd runs.
180. Okay.
I think that's
Looks to be a very sluggish wicket. That's why I'm saying.
no problem. They'll bat long. I think.
They'll bat long. Okay. Who's getting 100? KL.
I've been calling it since last game. Why are you asking?
Okay, KL. KL gets 100. Or if he
If he gets a big score at the very
big
least.
score, yeah, big score. And he's not
he's
yet
picked
off
up
the
the
mark
field,
in the Asia Cup. Two
No problem,
balls.
no problem.
Yep. So
He has 18.4, 19.4 overs.
19.4 overs to get there.
Yeah.
So his 17 ball 100 is not happening.
Probably not.
Yeah. Jetha's record remains intact.
Why?
17 ball
15 into 6, how much is it?
90.
You hit 16 into 6, 96. 1 4 or a 6 17. You can only get to a fastest century of 17 balls.
So if he scores something on
No ball.
for no ball.
Then
Although to be fair, I don't think Hong Kong have that much.
Imagine
yeah.
Imagine he hits a ball for a single and the field takes
And
it.
KL Rahul is off the mark in the Asia Cup finally.
Let's just change the title, make it KL Rahul Watch.
Watch out, KL Rahul is off the mark.
Anyway, I think we can.
Yep.
Huh?
Join us for the mid innings, folks. Don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest
Like,
news and
share,
analysis.
subscribe, comment. You know the drill.
Yep. 124 for 1. Virat 58 of 66. Oh,
I'm
man.
pretty sure he's being cheeky.
Yeah, light. Yeah, Yagami.
Yeah, he's being cheeky.
He is being
anyway,
cheeky.
see you.
Vanakkam. See you in the mid innings.
Bye-bye.
Bye.